Hey, good morning, guys. I'm looking like a whole mess. I don't feel good again today, so whatever. Just ignore the way I look. I felt compelled to make a video about relationships because I've been seeing a lot of people on my Facebook and on my Instagram that just seem like they're hurting, and it's just been really bothering me. Someone close to me is going through it, and I just wanted to maybe let you guys in on why I'm qualified to even make this video. My life always wasn't happy. When I was in high school, I fell in love with somebody who treated me like complete shit. Or garbage, I'm sorry. I loved him way more than he loved me, and it hurt me. And then out of that relationship, I went into abusive relationship. I got beat up daily, got physically, emotionally, mentally abused. Because I didn't feel worthy from my previous relationship, I went into one that was horrible. And then I met somebody who we really clicked, but not in the way that I knew it was forever, but we were just comfortable, so we stayed together. We had, drugs in common. It just felt comfortable, so we stayed in a relationship even though we knew it wasn't going anywhere. So, I've been through it. I wasn't looking for anybody when I met my husband. You guys know that. But I'm just saying all this to say that you are not meant to just stay with somebody because it's what's familiar, it's what's comfortable. Yes, I will fight 100% for my family. If you guys have kids together, fight for your relationship. But if it's not healthy and you're not happy, it would be more beneficial to your children to move on. It'll be more beneficial to you to move on. You don't just stay in a situation because you think that's where you're supposed to be or you think you deserve it. No, you don't. There's a million guys out there that will love you the way you're supposed to be loved. Focus on yourself. Take some time to, do some self-love. Focus on what you need, because if you're not 100%, you're not going to give 100% into a relationship anyway. If you still have, reservations and you still have things from your past that you're carrying, you're going to carry that into your new relationship. You're going to, whether you're conscious of it or not, you're going to take some things out on your relationship and your partner that you might not even realize. So then he's dealing with something that he didn't even do, that your ex did, but you still have, some issues with it. And it's hard. It sucks. I wasn't okay with being alone for a long time. I couldn't be alone with my own head. I could not be in a relationship. But it takes work to get to that, and you deserve somebody who's going to treat you right. And until you find that person, don't settle. It's not worth it to have your day filled with drama and you constantly going through shit and your children watching that. Whether you realize it or not, if you're not 100, you're not giving your kid 100. If you're not happy, that vibe is put out there. Good things aren't going to come to you, and you don't know what's waiting for you. You don't know if what you're doing now is blocking what you're supposed to be getting from the universe. That situation might be holding you back. You never know. And if it's meant to be, it'll work out, and that person will change and show you that they're going to change and fight for you before you jump back into it. And if you feel like shit about yourself, you're going to allow people to treat you like shit. If you mimic what you've seen your entire life and you don't want better, then you're going to get what you've seen your entire life. Even though deep down inside that's not really what you want, but you subconsciously think you deserve that, and it's not true. The universe didn't put you here on this earth to be miserable your entire life, to think that you're getting half loved, you're half happy, you're half where you should be, you're half doing what you want. That's not what you're meant to be here for. And the cliche saying, it comes to you when you're not looking, is so true. After everything I went through, I didn't even realize what I had in front of me. I guess my soul did, because I told you guys in my previous video that I absolutely knew when I met Wally that there was something up and that we were meant to be. And it just worked. And I'm not up talking my relationship, I'm just speaking from my experience. It just works. We don't have to force it. Yes, we go through our ups and downs and we fight, and You know, we make stupid decisions and we don't always communicate the best. But at the end of the day, we're fighting for us, and he never treats me like shit, complete shit. He never puts his hands on me. He never talks down to me, no matter how mad he is. It never gets to that point. If I can find someone, you can find someone. I did heroin for 10 years. I've been through it. I went through shitty relationship after shitty relationship, to the point where my ex had passed away, and I thought my world was over. Like, I just didn't want anything. I was just wanted to be alone. I was working on myself. I was really focusing on, like, how mentally I can make myself a better person. And he just showed up. And it just worked. And that's out there for you. He's not the only unicorn guy who's gonna make somebody happy. There's plenty of stories out there where people find their soulmates, or whatever you want to call it, their partner that you just know. And if you are in a relationship and you're going on years or months and you don't just work, you're gonna be wasting your time if it doesn't just work. The right person's out there. You might be blocking that person from coming along sooner if you're not looking, or you're not making that spot available, if you're not open-minded enough to be exploring new options, if you just want to stay stagnant and stuck in that situation that's really not benefiting you and really not making you happy, that could stop you from going to the next level in your personal life. And believe me, I know breaking up sucks, leaving someone sucks. That's your comfort zone. That's the father of your children, the mother of your children, your best friends, your comfort zone. But you're not going to be alone forever. You're not going to hurt forever. Your kid isn't going to, not have to see that other person. You can work it out and come to a mutual agreement and be, civil about it. It doesn't have to be bashing the other person. You don't have to shit talk them. Start a journal, write your feelings down. Music helps, cleaning, get yourself involved in something else just to get your mind off of it. But in the long run, what's meant for you will come to you. If you put it out in the universe, speak all good things into existence. If you want something, put it out in the universe. For me, I don't say God. Sometimes I do. I refer to praying. But I'm big into the universe and, what you put out. And that to me is my God. And I just know that I didn't do anything positive to keep myself here on this earth today. I did a million things, 10 years. Usually, anyone that's doing heroin, the odds of overdosing and dying is pretty damn good. And by the end of it, I was purposely buying fentanyl because my tolerance was too high. So I was just asking to knock on the door of death. And I'm still here, thank God. Thank the universe. But for me saying that is that I didn't do all of the right things to keep myself here today. So something bigger than me kept me here. And there's something bigger than you that's pushing you in the direction if you allow it. If you free up that space, if you surrender to it and just let everything that's out of your control happen. Let that relationship go, let it fall apart, let it crumble, because there's no coming back for it, and start fresh. Start with yourself though. Focus on you. And when somebody comes along that is at your level or higher, not lower than you, not somebody you're going to have to bring up and raise a boy to a man. You're not going to change anybody. It's not your job to raise him. It's not your job to, support him. If you meet him and you like him and he needs your support and he's going out and doing the actions, like if he's putting in the effort to go get a job or he needs to get a car, his license, I'm all for that. You pick people up when they're down. Just because they don't have everything when you meet them doesn't mean you shouldn't waste your time with them. But it shouldn't be you putting all the effort in. I'm not a person that leaves somebody when they're down. I'm not a person that looks the other way if somebody doesn't have their life set up. But I'll look the other way if you're not going to put in any effort. And you should do the same with yourself. Put more effort into yourself and your child and your life and your future than you do in anything else, because that's what's going to repay you. You only have you at the end of the day. Your child only has you at the end of the day. But someone else will come along that complements everything you're trying to do. And if your life doesn't start getting better, the second that person walks into it, you know right then and there, that ain't meant for you either. You don't need to struggle your whole life. You don't need to be miserable your whole life. I don't have anything. I have nothing. I have my husband and my kids, and I'm fucking happy. So it's not material things I'm talking about. It's internal happiness and that peace of mind when you lay your head down on your pillow at night that you're good, you're happy, you have someone laying next to you that is going to have your back if you need it. Your best friend. You're not going to have to worry about them going out and talking to someone else and doing this and doing that. And that peace of mind is everything. To know that your kids are happy is everything. To wake up happy is everything. You don't need shit in this world but that comfortability and that sense of rest in your soul, that you know that you're not going through every day alone, and that is out there. You need to free up the space to let it happen. Thanks for listening to my rant, guys. Like, subscribe, follow, you know the drill.